How's the cookie? You wanna know? It's the Oreo Review Show. Ooh yeah. Welcome back to the Oreo Review Show. How you doing out there, everybody? I know it's been a long time since I've had an Oreo review, but that's only because I haven't wanted to do one. I don't like doing them. They're tedious. They require even the smallest amount of preparation from me to do one of these is like agony because of how boring I find it. But I do it for you, and I've gotten a ton of emails. I've gotten letters. I got all your guys' fan letters. I know you did this whole campaign in the mail to get me to do more. So I'm doing it against my own personal wishes because I care for you guys and your thoughts and feelings so very much. What we've got here is a special fall time treat because technically it's still fall. I know that I'm a little late on these. I'm catching up. I'm going through the backlog. It's apple cider donut Oreo. Can we just be honest with each other for a minute? Why are you watching this? If you know me personally, stop, don't encourage it anymore. And if you don't know me personally, if you're just a stranger who happened upon a man in his 30s eating cookies and talking about them, what's wrong with you? Why didn't you turn this off immediately? I guess it's neither here nor there. You're watching it now, and like I said, it's the apple cider donut Oreos. What in the fuck is an apple cider donut Oreo? Well, there's donuts, I guess, that are apple cider flavored. Maybe they're like made with apples, so it tastes. It's a delicious fall time treat. I guess the cream tastes like a fucking apple cider donut. It's Oreo trying to chase the fall trend. One might ask, what is the flavor of a donut? Because I would say it's just like sugar. You know, I mean, couldn't this just be an apple cider Oreo? Like what specifically makes it apple cider donut? Which part of this is a donut? You know, it's the same. They had the strawberry donut Oreo, like, so it's a strawberry Oreo? Donut isn't a flavor, but it's sugar. The flavor is sugar, which Oreos already have. I guess I'll eat it. I'll put one in my fucking mouth so it'll stop moving and find out for myself what it tastes like. You know, you always got to start with the smell test. But it's not voluntary, okay? It's just, it happens. When you unseal the package, there are smells that accumulate. And I'll tell you straight up, it smells like apple cider. As usual, there's like an uncanny valley, weird, unsettling smell from this that makes you think, oh, does someone have a fresh vat of apple cider for me to enjoy? And then you look and see a plate of this, and your heart sinks. They did this thing where it's just, again, it's not like one nice, clean, it's two layers of single stuff, and they've layered them. It's just so messy. It's falling apart. Quality fucking control. Now, I believe, I'll check my sources on this, but I believe this is apple cider flavor cream and a donut flavored cookie. That's not just a golden cookie. It's a little darker than a traditional golden. So there's something donutty about the cookie, I suppose. By the way, if you couldn't tell, this is a limited edition. Limited edition! And now, as Homer Simpson might say, donut. Here's what's weird about this. As I stated, it has a strong apple cider smell. And it looks donutty and apple cidery. It's got the fall theme down in its aesthetics. Taste-wise, I gotta eat another one of these, but upon first touch to my tongue, TTMT, I tasted no cider. It doesn't taste like it didn't taste like apple cider. I don't know that it tasted like donut. I think it just tasted like Oreo. But I'm going to eat another one and see if I notice anything special about it. And you guys watch Squid Game? I watched Squid Game. Pretty good. I wondered though, no spoilers, but what would it be like if Oreo was in a Squid Game? You know? Do you think one of the games would be like you have to pull an Oreo, split it in half evenly without any cream residue? And if you can't, you're eliminated? Just something I like to think about. There is a little bit more of an appley, cidery, donut-y kind of a taste, mainly in the aftertaste, I think, on this one. Eating it as you're eating it, if you're having a bunch in a row, you can kind of fool yourself, placebo effect, into thinking that that taste is there, but I don't know that it's really there. In fairness, I don't know that if you eat an apple cider donut, I mean, it doesn't really taste like you're drinking apple cider. It's kind of just that general cideriness is infused into the donut DNA. But as it lingers on the tongue, LOTT, it does. I do have a weird sensation in my mouth, like I did just drink some apple cider. Like, you know, when you have like a good apple cider, it's rich. It tingles a little bit. You can kind of feel it linger in the mouth. LITM. It does sort of have that, which is strange. So it's kind of doing its job. I guess they're really damned if you do, damned if you don't with these stupid fucking flavors, because you don't go far enough and you get assholes like me complaining about that. But if you go too far, you get assholes like me complaining about the fact that it tastes fucking disgusting. So they played it a little safer to make it more palatable to the masses instead of going for an outright weird appley flavor. It feels like they had the capability to go harder. But again, from this aftertaste, I think they nailed that formula, but they showed some restraint. And I'm kind of respecting them for that. And one ingredient here is spices, and in parentheses includes cinnamon. So that's definitely, I think that's all the cookie. There's just like a hint of, there's more cinnamon in there. It's subtle, but I think that's what's giving you the donut kind of texture and flavor. They have confectioner's glaze listed and a honey powder, which I gotta assume is what's contributing to the apple flavor. But there's no cider, apple, anything. It's just, it's completely artificial, which, what'd you expect? They're not fucking baking these in the back of grandma's bake shop. They're up in the Nabisco factory. People outside are on strike, so they had to come up with this. It was the only thing they had left in the bucket before the idea men left the factory. I don't think you can even really get this anymore. Maybe you can buy them online, or in some places they're not as widely available. Even though it's still fall, they should bring them back. It's got little leaves on it. It's still appropriate through Thanksgiving in my mind. Where's the turkey? Where's the cranberry sauce Oreo? I was just kidding, Nabisco. Don't fucking make that. If you've forgotten or you're new to the show, I'll tell you that I usually rate the Oreos. I give them a score. And that could be anywhere between 0 Oreos, which is the worst, all the way up to a full, complete Oreo. That's the best score you can possibly get. Often they land somewhere in the middle, usually towards the former end. Like I said, these are, they're not that bad. They're another one of these ones that has an insane premise, but all things considered, could have been so much worse. It's not terribly ambitious, but if you love apple cider flavor, you do get it, and not in such a way that it's terribly overpowering. But I think if you were to eat like a row of these, and this is limited edition, it's a different size, so a row's not as big. But even then, I think if you were to have like more than 3 or 4 in a sitting, which, I often like to do, it could get weird. I think I can already feel it being weird in my mouth. Like I just drank some apple cider. I'm not sure that I enjoy the sensation, but the cookie as it stands is fine. It's fine. It's not that different from a normal Oreo, except for this weird aftertaste. If you're in the fall spirit, maybe pick it up. Otherwise, you'll live without it. If you missed this one, it's not the end of the world. It's a half a cookie with no cream. It's just all right. It's just fine. On the packaging here, you can see there's, of course, the Oreo, the donuts, and then there's a bushel of apples. No cider. No cider. They have the final product and the original product, but the cider part, maybe liquid doesn't translate to the front of a box as well, or they were afraid it would just look like urine. I mean, then maybe they shouldn't have gone with the bright yellow packaging. I don't know. I've never been one to shy away from piss flavors. It's fall, and I hope everybody out there is enjoying themselves, and I hope that you've been doing okay in these trying times. We've got a lot of fun holidays coming up. I don't know. What the fuck am I doing? I'm trying to talk more to fill out time. To fill out time for what? Stay tuned to the channel for more Oreo stuff. And if you liked it, then I guess you can like the video or comment on it or subscribe to the channel. I don't know. Maybe if you want to write in the comment section what you thought about the donut Oreos. Stay tuned. Fucking Christ. It's a fucking Oreo review. Fuck. At the end of it, I yell Oreo, and that signifies the end of the episode. Oreo! How's the cookie? You want to know? It's the Oreo review show.